I don't know about you, but I never really had much success with women. I'm not some standout guy. I'm not tall. I'm not built. I'm like average looking, pretty quiet, the kind of person you don't really notice unless you're paying attention. And for a long time, I thought that meant if I wanted anything to happen, I had to try harder than everyone else. This story is from about 4 years ago, back when I was still in school. So there was this girl in one of my classes. We saw each other a few times a week, never really talked, just existed in the same space. And somehow that was enough for my brain to start filling in the gaps. One day, I finally worked up the courage to say hi. Nothing smooth, nothing impressive, just awkward bravery. We talked for a bit after class. It felt small, but to me it felt huge. A few days later, I asked for her Instagram, and she gave it to me. That felt like a win. We started texting, or I started texting. From the beginning, her replies were dry, short, no real questions back. But I ignored that. I told myself she was just shy or busy or not really into texting. I kept finding reasons to stay hopeful. Sometimes she'd disappear for hours, sometimes days. Then she'd come back like nothing happened, and every time she did, I felt relieved. That alone should have told me everything. Over time, it became clear what this actually was. She liked the attention, not me. She'd tell me about other guys texting her, about who she was talking to, who she might meet up with. She even mentioned once, casually, that she wasn't looking for anything serious, that she just wanted sex right now. She'd talk about how many guys were in her DMs, how easy it was for her to get attention, and instead of walking away, I stayed. I became the guy she talked to about the guys she actually wanted. There were moments where she'd flirt just enough to keep me around, nothing clear, nothing direct, just enough hope to keep me confused. Eventually, she started dating another guy, someone from another class. She told me about him like it was normal, like I was just there. I remember staring at my phone after that, feeling embarrassed more than hurt, like I'd played myself. A few weeks later, she switched schools. No big goodbye, no explanation. At first, we still texted a little. Then one day, I realized I couldn't see her profile anymore. She blocked me. No argument, no conversation, no reason, just silence. And that silence messed me up more than I expected because I really wanted something with her. She was attractive in a way that felt out of my league. And at that point in my life, I'd never had that much attention from someone like her before. Even if it wasn't real interest, even if it was inconsistent, it still felt like something. It felt like I lost proof that I was ever wanted in the first place. It wasn't just about her. It was about what she represented to me. The idea that maybe I was finally enough for someone I really wanted. And when that disappeared without explanation, it left me feeling smaller than before, like I'd built meaning around something that was never really there. A few days ago, I saw a video on Instagram that randomly brought this whole experience back. Some guy said something like, "If you knew how easy women make it for the guys they actually want, you'd never chase someone who doesn't want you." And that hit hard because it was true. When someone wants you, you don't feel confused all the time. You don't feel like you're bothering them. You don't feel like you're auditioning. They don't disappear and reappear. They don't breadcrumb you. They make it clear. And that whole situation back then, the waiting, the anxiety, the overthinking, that wasn't love. It was insecurity. I wasn't chasing her. I was chasing validation. I wanted to feel chosen, and I was willing to shrink myself to get it. That's what made me miserable. Not rejection, but staying where I wasn't wanted. I learned something from that version of myself, not in an angry way, not in a bitter way, just quietly. I learned to walk away faster, to respect silence as an answer, to stop mistaking attention for interest. Because if someone wants you, you'll feel it. And if you don't feel it, that's your answer. Anyway, that's just something I had to learn the hard way.